Hey guys, Shane Simmons here from the Legacy Golf Performance Center in Phoenix, Arizona. And today I want to talk about the body pivot. So the body pivot is how our shoulders and our hips turn in the golf swing to initiate our backswing and our downswing, right? So I'd much rather see somebody kind of rotary and rotational with their pivot rather than sliding or dipping, right? And those are probably the two main things that I see on the lesson tee. I see a lot of dipping, right? So I see a lot of this movement here, right? And when we dip like this, it actually kind of locks in our hips from turning too much. It locks in our shoulders. We don't get very much arm depth, right? And we get kind of steep when we do that. I also see a lot of excessive lateral slide to like our back leg, right? So I see a lot of this, where the hip doesn't gain a whole lot of depth, shoulders don't gain a whole lot of depth, and then we're kind of stuck in that back leg. So you'll see a lot of low points behind the golf ball where people are chunking it or even catching it a little bit thin on the upswing, right? Early extending, a lot of bad things come with that. So really would rather see, like I said, players be a little bit more rotational. So what I feel when I'm making a nice centered rotational pivot is I actually feel like my trail hip actually moves back a little bit and forward a little bit. So I feel this hip actually, like this right glute here, this hip is actually gonna replace my left one. So it's gonna move kind of like this, right? I also feel that I kind of extend up through this back leg here. And what that does is kind of extending, pushing this back hip back, actually allows me to get some pretty good arm depth back here, right? Which is needed in the golf swing. So again, so I like to see this right hip move back, kind of gain some depth. And I like to feel like my shoulders are actually gonna be kind of lined up inside of this back foot here. So from this position here, with all this hip depth and the shoulder turn, I can actually push off. I can push off that back foot, the inner part of this back foot pretty easily. When I'm back like this, if I slide too much, I'm kind of stuck on my back leg, right? But from here, we can push off pretty good and rotate and hit the golf ball pretty solid. Another good thing that comes with a centered pivot is your low point, where you bottom out at the bottom of the arc, is gonna be pretty consistent, so contact is gonna get better. So why don't you guys give this a shot, let me know how it works, and I will talk to you guys soon. Good luck.